I find it quite interesting that the very first festival that's actually happening on Zerexalon is indeed an arts festival. I will admit, there are sections of this city, this fortress city rather, that are quite appealing, so I can definitely see it. Did I anticipate that it's going to be that one? Probably not. I was thinking more like Commemoration Day, if I'm being honest with you. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Anno 1800. That is the wrong button. But as you can clearly see, we have an arts festival here in the fortress city of Zerexalon. And I thought this was funny, so I wanted to just start the episode off like this. I don't know how many of you guys have actually watched The Birdcage. It's with Robin Williams and Nathan Lane. Absolutely hilarious movie. I highly recommend it.
The fire has been vanquished.
I had no idea that there was a fire there. But the more to the point, there's a scene in it from Hank Azaria's character, who plays Agador Spartacus, who's singing while he's lighting some candles. He's like, I work hard for the money, so you better treat me alright. Oh, that's right. Now, you might be saying to yourself, how the heck does this tie into what I'm saying? Well, as you all know, channel reached 1,000 subscribers, so with that comes monetization. The channel, hold on to something. Really? Hold on. I'll give you a second. Okay. Made a whole whopping 24 cents yesterday. I'm rich. I don't need to do this anymore. I'm good. I can go get myself a packet of gum and I can call it a day. Just kidding. I'm not going anywhere. I find that to be the beginning of an incredible leap forward. And wow, you actually exploded. The game didn't tell me. Oh, by the way, I have verified the integrity of the game files and everything is fine. Okay. But for some reason, this dude is now popping up as a ghost. And the editor is still popping up as a ghost. So I'll probably have to reinstall it at some point. I have no clue what's going on with them anymore. And to be perfectly honest...
celebrate your leadership.
Excellent job, Torb. To be perfectly honest with you, I don't care. Because so long as it's not destabilizing, I could care less. The other thing is, I went onto the Grand Gallery and I had no idea this thing was even there. Did you guys know that there's an additional skin for these big Zephyrs? I had no idea.
Where to? And
it is indeed the Queen's Airship, but, okay, this is now the Imperium. The Queen does not exist. Well, I mean, she does exist, but she's like right over here, just big chilling, will never leave us alone. Let's go ahead and put this on. I think that is really solid for the Imperium's air fleet. Now, the Pride and Peddlers scenario also has a airship skin, but I think it's for the Hermes. I'm not entirely certain, but any one of these that I see, I'm gonna just swap their skins around as quickly as I possibly can. And these ones are, oh, that was the Commonos from way back. Yeah, that's our main airship that's bringing over goods. I don't think these little guys have any, but it is what it is. It's fine. The big boys are the ones that actually have it. So the Dorothy needs to also get its skin changed. And then there's one that pops in through here, so hopefully I'll be able to catch it in time. But yeah, I think that's going to look a lot better. Yeah, it definitely does. So we add in the regal look with all of this. And now I'm kind of regretting my decision on having like pretty much every single one of my transport ships be these reefers, because now I'm kind of digging using the extravaganza steamers. I am planning on discussing the extravaganza steamers and the other ships in the Anno 1800 Beginner's Guide series. So if you guys would like to check that out as well or share it to your friends, I would highly appreciate it. And you never know, there might be a little bit of information in there that you could potentially use. So without further ado, let's get back to our incredible build here of Zerexalon. And the very first thing that I want to do today is I want to get an oil harbor going. And I think this is probably going to be the best spot for it, really. So what we're going to have to do is put something like this down, probably like right over here. And we're going to put some oil stores around it as we normally do. This seems to be like not a good spot. So let me pull it over just a little bit more. I think that might be a little bit better. Yep. Okay. So then I'll be able to make this a little even. That's pretty good because I put down the stuff for the oil refineries and I do want to get them going as quickly as possible. What we need to do is we need to get some train tracks first. And what I would definitely like to do is have a parallel track just from the beginning, man. Like, this thing can get so annoying, and I know, like, starting out when I was playing Anno and just trying to learn the game, the whole parallel track issue was just, it bothered me so much. Like, I'm like, I get it. I built the freaking tracks. What more do you want from me? So we're gonna have some parallel tracks over here. So I'm actually gonna fix this little spot up like so. And over here, we're gonna link them up like that. We'll have one actually go to here because we're gonna need it, but we're gonna also extend the parallel tracks further forward. And I quite like the fact that they're right up against the walls like this for some reason. Let's go and link that one up too. And typical, we run into one of the refinery towers, but I think I actually have the capability of moving one out of nowhere, and I'm gonna put it right back here. And we're going to keep to this parallel track, and we're going to bring it, like, right over here. One of the tracks is going to go in. The other one is going to go around. Like so. Okay. I think that's pretty solid. There shouldn't be any issue with this. If there is, I'm literally going to rip my hair out. The other thing is that I would probably have to put in a gate or something around here, because I have a feeling later on we're going to have to actually get some farms going over here. And I definitely want to make sure there's a way to get the tracks to go through, because we're going to need a fuel depot. So right from now, I'm going to actually put the tracks like this. And you know what? I'm not even going to put this like that over here. I'm just going to link this one up and then link that up like that. Makes it a little bit cleaner and go from there. So this is going to be the way to get into Zerexalon with the trains, and there should be enough tracks for there not to be a problem. Because over in this corner as well, what I would like to do is actually have a really grand shipyard. Okay, this is where eventually the Imperium's navy is going to be actually built, like up to full capacity. So we're gonna go over here to the steam shipyard. I don't want to actually build it quite yet, but I do want to actually put it down. We can put 3. I think we can put 3, because I definitely need to put a where's the harbor master? I never remember where the harbor master is, man.
How
Never.
thrilling! A renowned personage has arrived.
Okay, so we would have to put down 2, and then the harbor master pier. Okay. We might actually be able to fit one, like, right in front of it, and that should work. Yep. Let me go ahead and build it. That also helps. Just so I can see, like, for example, this will be good here, and then this is going to be pretty good over here, too. That's not bad. I wish I could actually have more, but I, quite frankly, think that looks really nice. I think that does look indeed very nice. When we actually get some, like, key over in here, so link it all together, and then obviously add, like, mounted guns and additional stuff like that, we will be seeing a very, very prosperous looking shipyard over here, a grand Imperium shipyard. And the other side over here, I was thinking about actually having the old sailing shipyard stuff over here. I think if I were to put one of those motors to this, it might work. I haven't tested that out quite yet, but the Imperium's navy at this stage are mainly steamships, so that's where we're going with this. We're gonna have to have a power station at some point over here, but let's go ahead and build up this oil harbor. And we're gonna also build up these 2 refineries. Why didn't I put the second tower down? Bad, bad, bad. Get that going and get this going.
This represents an extraordinary breakthrough in the field.
So I was talking to Zera, okay, and first of all, the amount of memes that him and I went back and forth on with regards to me actually bringing in goods from Isengard to Zerexalon. We're both very, very big on Lord of the Rings, okay? So we went at it for quite some time. It was very funny. I was laughing over here. That in and of itself was pretty hysterical. But the fact of the matter is, we need to actually bring in stuff like that. And now we have oil coming through here. I also have to bring in additional resources just to make sure that this island is actually pretty solid. But the other thing that Zara actually mentioned was, yes, that we definitely do need to bring in some rum. Well, that is what I'm currently kind of working on in the Research Institute. I'm actually going to explore these old world rum productions. I really want to see what it's all about. I have tried it once before. I don't know exactly what they require, but we have 3 of them, and we're going to put them down in Zerexalon and optimize the heck out of it and see what happens. Let's go ahead and upgrade this oil harbor to the Grand Oil Harbor from now. I'm going to go ahead and just build all these, because we need as much oil here as we possibly can. The other thing is I'll probably go ahead and optimize the iron mines over here with Jorg at some point. So we can actually, like, we'll only probably need 2 of him. There'll be 1 for this side, and then there'll be 1 for here. So we'll do something like that. And we'll get some additional oil through this route, because we definitely also want to have some industry going here. That's what I need to do. I don't necessarily want to have a bunch of charcoal kilns over here, but I feel like I can just have some coal being brought in, and that's a substantial amount. And I'm bringing elevators from Alonso's Might, so I quite frankly do not care. Have a decent industrial complex over here. And another thing he says, like, watch that I'm not going to have as many explosions as you do. I would not be surprised if he didn't, to be honest. His luck is something fierce. So let's go ahead and put a whole bunch. Why does it do that? I don't understand. From time to time, I don't understand. What I'll do instead is, if that's going to be the problem, I'm going to just put a street here and just link that up. It's not going to look immaculate, but it's okay-ish. So we have that. What's the storage capacity here? 2,700. That should be pretty substantial. Right now, what we need to do is we need to upgrade all of these farmers. We need to get them up to workers, and hopefully we'll be good. Yep, we are solid. And we're also going to do the nifty trick. So I don't think maybe from here I can do it. Nice. We got it all into the skin that we want. We're going to just fix up the homes.
Give us a voice.
I do. Am I doing a good job? Are you satisfied? Apparently you are. Not rioting. Riot chance actually has Zerexalon's pretty low, but to be perfectly honest with you, it is a military installation, so if that does actually come to pass, I believe that there would be a decent amount of police forces that are going to be deployed to handle the situation. I'm trying to make sure every single one of them are facing the right direction. So what I'm saying, like, I feel like I'm turning into Gasparov little by little, and it's starting to scare me, because they're all facing the right direction. Nothing's out of place, really. I just know when we get to the artisans, it's going to be a little bit annoying, and mostly with their building placement. This is where Lemon and I agree on really, or very much, rather, because while I do really appreciate the look of artisan homes, for some reason, I can never actually put them in the right spot for them to look nice. Okay, so we got all of them built up over here. The next thing is just getting up to the artisan tier, which we will be doing momentarily on this side. We're going to leave this side to be a whole bunch of workers, and we're going to expand the settlement like this and like this. So let's go ahead and begin with this expansion. I think what I will do first is I'm going to extend this hyperlane this way, just so I know that there's an additional path I can possibly build in. We're going to do something like that. We'll put like a wall or something over here. We can do the fancy fence for now. I'm just going to run it down the entire length. Like right here. Oh, why was I on blueprint for that, man? Dang it. Never learn. Okay, and let's get some more homes going. Yes. I don't mind putting it in front of that, actually. Yeah, that's fine. Go put one block over there. My mouse is messing with me. I don't appreciate it. Put some over here. Put a long block like so. We're going to do another one like that. Also bring this one like here, and then this one like right over here. We have to connect it all with roads, otherwise they're going to immediately break apart, and we don't want that to happen. Let's do this. I should have probably done these guys first. As far as the pub need, it looks to be pretty solid. Like, that is like dark green until we reach over there. But I'm more than certain the market will not be. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a marketplace right over here. We're gonna change the building skin again to the ornate one. I also brought in enough resources to build up these monuments, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Let's get the 2 Nadaski's columns up, and then we can get the obelisk going. We also have a couple more kind of in here, so let's get these guys over there. Attractiveness is 1350. I know I have another one. There it is. And I do also have the victory arches, which are right over here. What am I missing for you? Brass. Okay, so I ran out of brass. I want to imagine that Rantium actually has some. It does not. Does Amaryllis? Amaryllis also does not. What about you? You probably do. 100% you do. Yeah, okay. So let's take the, let's use the Navarra. The Navarra is not doing much. Get over here. And we're going to get some brass, and we're going to bring it over to Zerexalon so we can build up that additional archway over there, and it's going to look pretty nice. I know there are also some good specialists when it comes to the whole rum production, and I definitely would like to entertain all of that. Let's go ahead and get this side done as quickly as we can. Get a road connection going from here to here. Is it possible, actually, maybe to put a warehouse in here? Question mark. I think we might have enough room. Dang it, man. It's just... It's 1 block off. No, it's 3 blocks. No, it is in fact 1 block off. That would have looked so nice. Okay, I guess I can bring the road, like, 1 further forward. I was mostly going based off of the trade union.
The presence of a virtuoso.
Okay, Doc. Let's go ahead and get that trade union. Don't need to actually build it quite yet because, well, quite frankly, I don't have the items. So let's put this one like right over here. We need to also put this one right over here. Oh, dang! I forgot the hospital. Oh. I gotta build the hospital. I gotta build the hospital. Patrick even told me and I forgot to build the hospital. Where do I build the hospital? Oh, Lord. Yeah, about that. I have no clue. Maybe... Will you fit in the back here? I think you will. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get rid of this. Get rid of all this. Get rid of this. Hospital. Ooh. Man, that would have been really embarrassing. Okay, so the hospital goes all the way over to, like, over here-ish, so I definitely think another one being placed kind of around here would be a good idea. Let's put that one here. And then we're gonna have to have another one back in here. I had a minor freak out with not having a series of hospitals around here. Okay, this should be pretty solid. This should be pretty solid. You know what? Actually, this spot, we're gonna connect it to the hyperlane. Let's fix up these fences. That one has to be flipped. That way, this one can also get over here. It's a little bit weak in the back, which I'm not entirely certain why, considering how close this one is.
This represents an extraordinary breakthrough in the field.
Okay, but at the same time, I'm not going to be bent out of shape about it. It is what it is. I think not the hospital, the university actually would fit in well here. So this is going to be one of our first military colleges. And we're going to put it like so. And because we're advanced individuals, we're going to get the Unreal one in this instance. I was considering changing the church as well to the Unreal one. Or the Temple of Progress, rather. I'm on the fence about that. It does work well with the Ornate one, so I'll keep it. I'll see what Zero thinks about that, really.
Hide the bottle. It's the boss.
So we have 10 seconds, and we're also doing relatively decent when it comes to the local mail here. I think this is actually going to be another good spot to have a regional transport of mail towards Rantium. So later on, we will be seeing stuff like that actually happen. Let's go ahead and get these two, and we're just going to copy as much as we possibly can. I'm going to do this, and then because this side actually has a mini hyperlane in there. I don't know why I was going with that, but I kind of am digging it, so I'm just gonna stick to it. Let's get that there, get that there. Put this one over here. It does look a little bit static, but again, it's fine.
This city is a magnet for genius.
Really? Okay.
Your city has grown more beautiful.
Nice. Oh yeah, I have the festival, not festival, the soccer match going on over there. Got another marketplace over here. Swap its skin. And go ahead and build up all of these homes. So we're massively...
Workforce shortage.
Are you serious? What the heck? Why, man? What's your problem? You're out of pemmican? What? The heck is happening again? How are you out of pemmican? I don't understand. How much do we have here? We're like loaded on pemmican here. Here. Lord,
Maneuvering.
get over here and get as many as you can and just start taking it over there. I need to, like, to be perfectly honest with you, the pemmican is not that much of a problem. I probably could build it here or make it because I do have enough of this oil stuff, and I do know I am maxed out on oil lamps, so I definitely can have a pemmican cookhouse over here so this problem doesn't happen again. But for the time being, I'm just gonna bring some over from King William Island. I really threw a monkey wrench into what I was doing just now. Yeah, let's get all those building skins changed. These ones changed. Oh, no, I think I already did these ones. I think I already did, yeah. No, we don't want the pirate one. It looks like the pirate ones are a little bit larger than the others. Okay, let's go ahead and upgrade as many as we can here to artisans. Why can we not do more? Oh, that's because we don't have enough bricks. Okay. So I guess we'll wait on bricks in that instance. I've been using a whole bunch, and I have so many ships that are bringing in goods that are necessary. How are we doing on the oil? I have 173 in here, greatly increasing. Love to see it. And this helps Rantium out a decent amount as well, because we don't want to see this. Eventually, we do not ever want to see this popping up. And I know these people don't have what they need in their lovely restaurants, and I'm not over here to really complain about it at the moment, so we'll just table that for a future conversation. But over here, it's actually pretty decent because we actually have an artisan and worker hive, then it would be very, very good for us going forward. I want to build this way, but I definitely want to get these guys upgraded as much as I can. Will you guys do the whole thing? That's 178. Then what am I missing? Oh, it is, in fact, it's timber I'm missing. Shocker. Well, I guess I'm going to dot around while we're waiting for that, where we're going to have all these gun emplacements, because I definitely want to have that. Ooh, a Big Betty. I don't... I mean, influence investment for this will definitely be 0. I think maybe the Big Betty, at least if I get one for free, I'm going to put this behemoth, like, right over here. The next one would be 14 influence, and it would be not ideal. So I think the one Big Betty should be fine. I don't want to waste too much more on those. But, like, over back here... right, I can have some anti-armor guns. I'm gonna put one like right here. I'm gonna put one right here. Probably put one over here and one over here. We're also gonna have to put them right alongside the shipyards, like so. So how many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 anti-armor guns. And there's no, like, actual threat that someone's going to attack us anymore in this region. So, to be perfectly honest with you, we should be pretty solid. I think what I'll do from now is, because this is where I definitely want a lot of farm fields to be, I'm going to go ahead and build up the fuel station. And I think this will actually be a good spot for it. It's not even, but I can live with it. Add the fuel station right here. Or, you know what? Here's what we can also do. We can spin it on its side. That would make a little bit more sense. So then we will have one track go this direction. We'll have one track go this direction. It's not even again, but it'll be fine. So we'll have that built up here. And then the actual road will be connected like so. Over to here. And because this is Imperium business, can you please swap over to the actual build mode to have banners? Perfect. We have the same over here, right? So we should be good. Okay, we got some more banners over here. Where was that ship? Navarra, I need you to bring me over some brass. I feel like we're gonna also have some additional monuments over here given time. How about now? Oh yeah, because I already built. Aren't I so smart? Alright, you two.
Fleet awaiting orders.
Being useless. Go over here to Amaryllis. We're gonna get a whole bunch of goods. Where's the airport? Airport's over here, but I think we can just use the harbor area over on this side. We should definitely work to expand this business a little bit more, mostly because I'm also sending some over to Zerexalon now, so it'll definitely feel the pressure given time. So let's get 4 of them built up, and we should have a decent amount. But yeah, I know, I forgot. Pemmican.
Celebrate your leadership.
Where the Pemmican at? Where? It was all the way to the top, wasn't it? Yep, it was. Okay, we're gonna bring it over here.
Not enough people signed up.
Not that they haven't signed up, it's just I don't understand what's happening with the route. Argo is... What the heck? Oh, so that, you know what's probably happening? They're not producing enough on Cape Polaris to actually deliver over to King William Island and then to Port Defiant. That's what the issue is. So I'm gonna actually have to build it
Ready
here.
to fly.
Yeah, we need to swap you. That is indeed this airship, is it not? We need to swap the Lord Perseus over to the Queen's airship design. These ones later get something. I don't know what it is exactly, but
Skies are clear.
we'll figure it out. Yeah, so they're gonna pick up some oil lamps, right? I think they're gonna pick up like literally 1. Yeah, literally they only picked up 1.
Altitude stable.
Okay, deliver all this pemmican in there, and let's watch the population rise. We're gonna need to get some additional timber, which Cold Harbor does have that in abundance. Let's grab that. Meanwhile, we're gonna get back over here. I need to get a whole bunch of timber, please, and then we're also gonna get some bricks. And we're gonna take these 2 airships back over to Zerexalon to get the rest done. My game froze. That is not fun at all. And we're gonna build up this second archway. Festival over here is ending soon. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so I think over here and over here, once we get Jorg, it'll be pretty solid. Now, hopefully I'm capable of still researching him. Oof, I'm getting so close to not being able to. 1, 2, we need 2 of him anyway, so we'll be able to get him. That's not a problem, but at this point, like, we can probably only get 1 more, and we'd have to call it a day. Either that, or we... this would be really, really unfortunate if I had to do this. Completely get rid of the Research Institute, and then utilize another island just for the Research Institute. I honestly was considering it for a little bit of time. would I actually like want to do that? Like, yeah, having a lot of research points being brought in is actually really solid. I was looking at Gasparo's Glory while simultaneously looking at Hadrian, because these ones are pretty large islands. But then at the same time, I do have Saren back here. I don't know what the heck I'm going to be doing with Saren. I want to imagine that the actual territory of that island is relatively the same size if I were to actually expand over to here-ish. So what I might actually potentially do is... Gasparov's Glory is looking more and more like I would probably bring it over here. Yeah, I think. I will toss it to you guys. What do you
If ever a
think?
crowd was ready, this one is.
Should we make Saren the not the artisan hive, the scholar hive, or should we make Gasparo's Glory? We would have an entire island. That's how much I would try to do. An entire island of scholars. I think I'm leaning more towards Gasparo's Glory, but let me know what you guys think, because we do also have some oil here, and we do have 2 iron deposits and some clay. We can definitely do that. I've never actually seen an entire island of scholars, so I don't know if there's a cap to it, but I'd be very intrigued.
Skies are clear.
Let's put all that in here. We're also going to get this ship to deliver all the same. And we are going to go ahead and upgrade all these guys to artisans. Boom. A lot of artisans. Why did it become less attractive? Oh yeah, because...
You reached a new milestone.
Okay, so now we are indeed a city. So which skin did we decide on? I believe it was the inverted. Yeah, it was indeed the inverted. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and change all these to the inverted. Yep. Oh, Lord. Fixing these ones is going to be hell. Which direction do we go? We got to change them this way. Some of them don't even... Like, it's not even going to work well. Actually, this does kind of look a little bit nicer. I like how the building tops kind of link up with one another. Yeah. Let's get these ones situated. It sucks that you can't change the actual style of the home. Or the design, I think. At least I'm not aware of it. Can you move? Thank you. Move, move, move. You're good. Move. That side looks nice. These two look rather nice. Actually, you know what? This looks kind of nice from an aerial point of view. But this looks better just overall. Looking good. You need a swap. You need a swap. You. You can see my OCD kicking in at the moment. That's fine. You're good. You're good. Fine, fine. Yeah, it looks a little bit better, I think. You're alright. Okay, you're pretty good here too. Swap, 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 swap. That one was fine. Actually, I shouldn't have moved that. That's also fine. I don't mind if they're facing like that. There we go. And that one. Then we have this little corner that's still a little bit of a mishmash of randomness. Let's fix this. Get that one over there. And that to there. Good, good, good. And I think you're the last one. No, you're not. You're the last one. Okay, so we have our first artisans over here. And they have everything they require because I'm also importing the fur coats. There's canned food here. There is sewing machines. They have the university. And then we honestly do have clay. So I'm going to give them clay. We're going to get a little bit more from that. We're going to give them local mail. We're also going to give these guys, they already have local mail. Perfect.
Means a lot to Arn.
Did I give these guys local mail? Yeah, I did. Okay. We also can give them soap. It would actually be beneficial to give these guys some soap. Happiness. So this is where the whole rum thing comes into play. I'm going to build one of those.
Stores are inundated.
Damn, you already are full up on gas? Okay. Or maybe it's because there's not a warehouse near it. I don't think it really matters with a warehouse, but whatever. Let me go ahead and put down one of these. Okay. It requires potatoes. I did not know that. And here I was saying that potatoes are like by far the most useless one in the entire game. I completely forgot that this actually was a requirement. Okay, so we can't change Jorg. I'm not going to move that. I think 4 rum distilleries at the moment should be sufficient enough. We're going to need some of those
Ready to
really
fly.
solid Alonso-made steam motors that do not have electricity to them. I don't understand why. I think we just go through oil so much. We might need to get some more ships onto this route bringing oil.
Firing the engine.
Yeah, so that's bringing it from Adifix. In the old world, where do we have some oil that we could potentially send over? I'm worried about using Inferna's supply. Constantinople, for sure, I'm not using. Even if it has... How much does it even have, really? It's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Weston has never even had it. Ditchwater, how much do you have? Not enough, so we're definitely not taking it from Ditchwater. What about you from Quietus? Quietus doesn't have any. Yeah, we have a little bit of an oil problem, so maybe... Archie, do you have a oil ship I can borrow? No. Useless. Get over here, we're gonna build some. Build 4 just to keep him in the bank. You know what, that was actually a dumb move on my part. We clearly have 4 really functional steam shipyards, and I put 2 and 2 into both of these. So yeah, that just shows where my brain's at. Yeah, I think what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to set at least 2 to come from Inferna. What are you missing?
We are missing all the elements to produce a reaction.
Missing caoutchouc? Really? Are you not bringing it? Yeah, you're bringing in maximum. What the heck do you mean? What's the island's source capacity? 3150. So let's put this at 250. So that actually equates. We're just not going to get 5. That's fine. And then they'll start up again.
I don't have all I need for my canvas.
These guys will also start up again because we do actually have a decent amount of sewing machines in here. I'm just worried about the penny farthings. They haven't actually gone up much, but we'll see. Yeah, Inferna is definitely going to have to be the place. Unless I actually start sending over some resources to Minerva, which I would like to potentially do. Oh, we actually got a decent amount of influence with this. Holy crap. 135, I'll take it. Yeah, Minerva over here is actually not a bad spot for this either.
People celebrate your leadership.
So what we would have to do over here is, first things first, we need to have an airship platform. I'm not building an actual settlement over here. I refuse. There's literally no reason to do so. There is gold here, so, you know, it is what it is. Item transfer depot, commuter station for sure. That's really all we need. Well, items, I guess we can do that one. That's really it. I don't think we need anything else. So we're going to have this built over to here. And then we're going to need to have an oil store. So a small oil harbor right here would be fantastic. And some oil stores. Wow, that actually looks kind of cool. Put it like that. And then go down. You know what? How about we actually do something nice? Let's flip them all like that. And I'll put this one... That looks really nice, actually. There is clay here. Again, not something I really care about anymore and getting stuff like this. I just need the oil. I might actually start bringing some right now. No, I'll focus on that in the next episode. I'm pretty sure, like, Inferna should be able to hold out for a decent amount of time. So,
People
not really worried.
celebrate your leadership.
Port Galera's having a lovely festival. Love to see it.
Where to?
Okie dokie. I need some of your fantastic steam motors. We're going to grab 200, and we're going to bring it over
Engines
to
engaged.
Zerexalon. And we're going to start...
A bit of a coup, securing their expertise.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to transfer him over now. It's going to be really important. Where are you at, man? There you are. And over here... I'm going to go ahead and start putting down some potato farms. and we're definitely gonna have to optimize them. You know what I can possibly do? I can, like, put it in here. Or actually, you know what? Hold on. My brain is a thinking. Let's put this here. Let's put this over here. We're gonna have the tractor barn over here. If we really wanted to go crazy, we could have honestly put the fertilizer silo as well. I don't think we... I'm just putting that out there. I don't think we're gonna need it at all. Get some potato fields like right over here, and then bring that all the way down to here. How many do we need? We can just extend that out to here. So if we kind of replicate something similar on this side, that will look pretty cool. Go ahead and put this one right here. Thank you. And a nice little tractor barn. Get this here, and then we went this direction. Yeah, we did indeed. So we're gonna bring that over to here. We got our 2 farms built. We need to go ahead and get these 2 warehouses built first. I want to say that might actually be enough,
What'll it be?
but we'll find out here in a minute. All right, first farm up and second farm up. What's your problem? Missing fertility. Okay, so in this situation, back to potatoes, but we actually do need to get that thing swapped over. So in this situation, I'm gonna stop this one and really quick change the fertility, because I actually did have it on potatoes there, and now I'm kind of kicking myself. I want to get rid of the grain, and then we're gonna have some potatoes back over here, and that'll be all she wrote. Go ahead and build another one right here.
I'll do.
No, I'm doing all right. How are you?
The people celebrate your leadership.
Do this because I want it to actually look nice. And then we're gonna have to have this set up over here, and then we'll pretty much just link the 2 farms best we can. Bring it over to here. I think that'll look pretty nice. Yep, that looks pretty nice. Ah, but now I see the predicament, because we can't actually get a road connection over into here. So I got to do this, and I'll just do this from now over on this side as well, because I'm literally just going to copy the exact same thing and put it over here. Get that there, all the way over to here, if you please, and then link that. Looking good. Okay, I think this might actually be pretty lucrative. I could have even put like a trade union to this as well. You know what? For the hell of it, I'm just gonna do it. I have enough influence. I have enough goods. I'm just gonna do it.
How thrilling! A renowned personage has arrived.
This man has been our #1 visitor. He is no longer a renowned personage. He is an absolute regular. I don't know what else to say. It's just, it is what it is. I could have even just gotten a whole bunch of like potato fertility and just put it in here and just call it a day. We have a lot of farmers. I do not want all these guys in here. Let's go ahead and upgrade all of them to workers. I think over on this side, I'm just going to get them to Artisan, so I'm not going to change that and that, but what I will do over here is I am going to change these building skins to replicate these ones. So let's go ahead and do that from now. Get all of them face the same direction. That one already was, but I messed it up. Okay. Looking pretty good. I like it. So we will need the coal in order to have... Why the heck are you putting coal with potatoes to make rum? Okay, now that's the actual question. Ugh. Can I just get it from the New World? I get like this very weird look on my face right now. Okay, can we get this thing done? Research queue blocked. Why? Because you don't have enough? Oh, yeah. See, I think that problem would be alleviated if we actually put it on Gasparo's Glory. And I will change the name. I don't care for Gasparo's Glory at all anymore. I have to rebuild the actual thing. And then, get a whole... I wonder if you were... Yeah, actually, if you get rid of all the campus buildings, you technically should be able to just rebuild them. Yeah, because it goes into a queue. That works well, I think.
Ship constructed.
Okay, great.
Yes. Tanker ready.
All right,
Ship
let's see with if we were just to take the... Where the heck are these ones?
Ship constructed.
Are you, like, Old World? Should be Old World, shouldn't he?
Ship constructed.
I had some ships there, I didn't even see it. Oh, I'm losing it so bad. Okay, from Inferna, we're gonna take some oil over to Alonso's Might. I want to imagine this is gonna be enough, but we'll find out. Okay, where were they? I don't see them. Oh, they were mixed in here, weren't they? Oh no, Oh, I'm losing it. I swear to God, I actually put in an order for 4. Ugh. You know what? I have tea right over here. I should probably drink it. Excuse me for a moment. Yeah. See? There should be a certain checklist that I should adhere to.
The
okay?
result of these experiments could define our futures.
Oh yeah, they definitely can. More like giving rum to people, anyway. I need to make sure I either have coffee or tea, that I have my monitor turned on, and that I'm actually paying attention to whatever the heck comes out of my mouth whenever I'm playing Anno 1800. Or anything, really. I think that would help, just a little bit. It would increase my productivity rating by 23.2387%, I think. That's just a rough number, a rough estimate, a guesstimate, if you will.
Your leadership.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move them off. So, over here, back over to Zerexalon, we have a fire. Oh, that's great. It didn't even tell me we had a fire. Let's get a fire station over there. We'll get one over here. Should probably have
This
one
city is
over
a
here.
magnet for genius.
Tugboatman, love to see it. I have this over here. Yeah, you can go away now. Thank you. Build a road connection here. Let's get these mines working. Go ahead and put a warehouse right over here. Oh my god, please tell me this road is gonna work. I'm gonna feel some kind of way if this road works. Oh man, I didn't plan that at all. It just kind of happened. Oh my god, I'm feeling some kind of way right now. Okay, so we have our iron mines working. That'll be pretty solid. Hopefully we can get this thing done relatively soon. You know what? There's literally nothing else going on. I'm gonna fast forward the game, and we're just going to get that thing going as quickly as possible. There are some additional airships somewhere that I want to fix their skins on. The Aurelian for sure. The Justinian, absolutely. The Messena, let's go with that one. The Antonius, absolutely. The Antonius already had it, apparently. We should probably head to the New World. There's a bunch there, probably. All of our ships. The Constantine is not one of those. The African Queen indeed is.
We're in the presence of a virtuoso.
Jesus. Okay. Okay. You know, it would actually benefit me to go through every single one of them and see what they do, considering how I'm literally making guide videos. Why have you stopped? I didn't tell you to stop. Or I might have. I just don't remember. Let's go ahead and put that there. The Earl of Sandwich too. I think one of them kind of just flew away. Okay, well, most of our airships now have the cool Regal skin on, so that should be a really nice bit of flavor. And I'm really happy that we came back here to Prosperity to fix it up and build it up to, like, how it normally should be, I guess, with an island of this prestige and magnitude. But later on, we're gonna probably upgrade the entire thing to Artistas. I'm being honest with you. I think that is the right call with places like this. It's solid enough to actually have that happen. So I think we can definitely justify that. The only thing is, more than likely, it would be Horseshoe Bay at this point. That's going to be where a decent chunk of our obreras are going to actually be. And then the thought goes to, like, where do you put the Honaderos? Well,
How thrilling! A renowned personage has arrived.
that's what NASA is going to be for. So NASA is going to have a lot of the workforce for Honaderos, so we're going to actually have to put an airport somewhere around here, probably in the back. I'll go ahead and put the shell for it now. This is actually
This
not a bad spot.
represents an extraordinary breakthrough in the field.
Thanks, man. So we'll have an item transfer depot. We're going to have the airmail sorting, and then we're going to also have the commuter station, which
People
will put
celebrate
like
your leadership.
this. Okay, so this is where that's going to be. And if we have most of that workforce coming from up, we're literally going to be employing a pirate workforce. I think that's kind of legit, okay? I think that's kind of legit. Let's swap this out to potato fertility and watch these guys work. 10 seconds. Okay. So, when it comes to the whole rum production, this is probably where I want a lot of the industry to be at. And we are going to work on that right now. Let's get these lanes actually connected to this harbor area from now. And we're essentially just going to build around it. So we have the 4 buildings. And they look pretty much the same as the ones in the New World. So we're going to put a trade union down probably. Let's do that like right over here. Put a trade union down because we're going to get some items and put them in there. And we're going to build the rum distilleries. Rum and rum. Perfect. Let's go ahead and put some roads to this. We're also going to have a warehouse or 2. I think we can justify putting one over here and like maybe one over here. I doubt that we're going to need both of them, but you never know what other stuff we're going to build over here. Because I did want an industrial complex at the end of the day. Let's go ahead and build that and get these things going. They need electricity. Got it. Heard loud and clear.
Did you forget to flick the switch?
Oh, yeah. Totally me. I apologize. Silly me. I think if we actually put down a power station right over here, we could actually, you know what, put it in the middle. That'll be a little bit better. Because then it'll go to every single one of these. Actually, let me, before doing that, we need to get road connections to every single one of these because they rely on a lot of electricity. Let's get that. We're gonna have a road connection across, but let's put down the power station again. Make sure it's all connected with everybody. That looks pretty good. And we're gonna put it down. Yep. So with that, I think the best thing to do is going to be from here, we're going to get the track and link it up. And now we'll have some electricity to power these. We'll have electricity to power all of these shipyards, which I can honestly probably upgrade all of these. And we built them all. That looks good. How about all of the gun emplacements? Looking solid. We got them all built up. So this is going to be the Imperium's new harbor for everything ship related. And I think the only other thing that we really need to do really is we need to have a steady stream of steam motors and steel beams. Or potentially we can just, you know, import both of them. I think that's probably going to be better. Well, we're bringing in steel beams already, so that's not that much of a deal. But we need to have the steam motors, and I know for a fact that over here, definitely we will not be able to take too much from here. We can only take as needed. So we might actually need to build up some more of these. That's why I built 2 more complexes over here. I think that's probably what's gonna happen. With these really insanely powerful specialists. Well, they're really books. They're really manuals. I literally put a workplace manual in each one of them so they can read it. Why can't I build you?
carousing in order.
Oh, okay, that's why. Skin painter, go back over here and get all of them. Thank you. So we have a decent amount of artisans in here, and that's fantastic.
Sweet music.
And this should be
Stand to
bringing in a
attention
lot
for
of
the
mail.
boss.
Yeah, that's really a lot of mail. Get these buildings swapped over. And these
An
ones
explosion in one of your factories.
What do you think now, man? I'm looking at you, Z. You just had your first explosion. How does it feel? I know this is gonna, in some way, shape, or form, gonna get spun that it's my fault. 100%. I can take it. Let's see. Those are all... No, they're not. These guys need to be changed. These guys are looking pretty good. We didn't have enough timber to actually upgrade every single one of them. And at this point, because we're getting kind of close to the end of the episode, I'm not going to bother with going over to get what they require. Oh, did I swap them the wrong way? I did. But then these ones are like this. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, I did like one set this way and one set that way. I kind of, you know what? I'm sticking with it. I don't care. All right, so we got some really good premium quality oil in here. So let's go ahead and link that side up as well. And you guys should be working, no? How fast is this? 30 seconds for some rum? How much are they actually producing? Is it enough for this island? They would produce 8 tons per minute. And we're already consuming 6. And that is with me not actually providing it to these guys, because if I did, I want to imagine that it's not going to even be enough. It would be, like, just on the money. So you guys aren't getting rum at the moment. It's food and drinks, so I don't really care too much about not giving them this, but when it comes to the artisans, on the other hand, I definitely need to make sure that they are having this, because that is going to improve the happiness. That's going to give us some more money. Not like that matters at the moment, but that's actually pretty lucrative. Let's go ahead and upgrade these 2, because you can clearly see they are just going to town on these 2 warehouses. That's crazy. I think we're going to have to keep them on level 4s. And that's with 4 farms without a fertilizer silo. Absolutely insane. But yeah, it's good to actually see a complex go up here. More than likely, I guess I can go and get like 2 more permits. I want to do that actually. Not IM development. I need to go major discoveries, production methods. Get 2 more of the old world rum production. So this is not too bad. I might actually utilize this in future plays as well, because that's really strong. If we can just get and manufacture a whole bunch over here. I know with the with coffee you need to actually have grain, but coffee is a whole different beast in and of itself. Is it? Hold on. I'm curious. I can always just
People
probably
celebrate your leadership.
So we would need to get the malt house, and then the malt house is for the advanced coffee roaster, which for some reason is invisible. Okay, now it's no longer invisible. Yeah, that looks the exact same. Okay. I kind of like this. I will probably utilize this more, and then the sheep farm and a lumberjack hut to get some advanced cotton. That is a very shiny roof. I can dig it. So Zerexalon is looking pretty prosperous. I like it. What we have to do is we need to get the really good items and whatnot into this particular harbor master. Oh, are you not connected to this? Please tell me you are. Okay, yeah, you are. Okay, I see the outline. Oh, that was gonna make me upset like no tomorrow. I'm very happy that that wasn't the case. Ooh, crisis averted. Outstanding. So, as we end the episode off here, we have done a considerable amount of work here on the fortress city of Zerexalon. We still have a lot more homes to build, and that means we're definitely going to need to have more rum. So optimizing those 4, which will later become 6, rum distilleries is going to get very, very important later. More than likely, those farms in the back there where we have the cog, that also needs to go away. I'm really digging the entrance. Very happy that we got the monuments also built up. That's really good. The potato farms, it's just coming together. I kind of just wish that there was more military stuff in Anno 1800 besides just the ships, the defenses, and, you know, stuff like that. But I'm nitpicking a little bit. Maybe in the future we might see it. I have no idea. I'm not at the in the position, and I don't believe I'm going to be in the position for quite some time to be privy to information like this. So, and if I'm being told not to leak it to anybody, obviously I'm not going to do that. That's not correct. But in this particular situation, I kind of wish that they do explore some sort of military cosmetic pack. I think it would be really, really good for the game. I think it would do wonders for beautification on a number of our islands, including this one, including our forts. Let's I don't want to say like let's start a petition to have a military pack, but I'm also saying if someone starts a petition for a military pack, I'm not going to not support it. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So with that all being said, I hope you guys enjoy this episode. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Please consider like, commenting, subscribing, hitting that bell button, sharing it with your friends. Thank you all for your support, as always, and I will catch you on the next episode, my Rantians.